We know that it is Palm Sunday, and Palm Sunday, Good Friday, Easter Sunday are all packed with in this week, right? And Palm Sunday invites us to just reflect on what Jesus came for. So Jesus entered into the place of pain. He entered into the places of suffering. He suffered in humility. He brought to us perfect tranquility or peace. And he also established during his entry into Jerusalem his divine royalty. Counting the cost, and really the question that would come after that would be this: how much of following Jesus requires? What do you think? How much would it require us to follow Jesus? Jesus came to give us what? Life. And life that is what? Abundant. Meaning, there is just overwhelming joy in what it means to love Jesus and to follow Jesus. So that even in the midst of suffering for His sake, we still find the joy of serving Him and loving Him. Because the joy of the Lord is my strength. Like if you wanted to find meaning to life, if you wanted to see relevance to what life is all about, and if you want to find reason and the purpose of why we are here in this world, those can only be answered and be met and be addressed by Jesus only. So then when we give our lives to Jesus, there's no way for us to say that life is meaningless, but life is meaningful. Life is purposeful. Life is relevant. Life is full of joy. Amen? Is your life full of joy because of Jesus? But our joy, though weeping comes in the evening, but joy comes in the morning, the psalmist says. Can you read that with me? To take up the cross daily is to live what? Each day, not for self, but for Christ only. Amen? Yes, to take up the cross daily is to live each day, not for self anymore, but for Christ only. And you know what that means? Our devotion to Christ cannot be less than wholehearted. Amen? We cannot just follow Jesus half-hearted. We are to devote our hearts to Jesus wholehearted. Discipleship is not a periodic volunteer work on one's own terms at one's own convenience. Following Jesus is not in our own terms. It's not in our own convenience, but rather we're saying, even if it would cost me inconvenience, even if it would cost me anything that I have to surrender and give up, I will still do it. Because to take up the cross daily is to live each day for Christ only. Would we be willing to give up anything that will come in the way for Christ only?